Still very smoky here. July 31st. So I went to Costco last night in Kelowna, and I have to ask you, like, is this experience what everyone experiences, like, all over North America? So I decided to go after work on a Thursday, heading into a long weekend. I was going to go this morning, which is Friday, July 31st, but I was like, nah, you know what, let's just, it's going to be a long day tomorrow, let it be a long day, and I'm off work today, so let me have a relaxing day of not going to Costco on a Friday long weekend. So I get there last night, and of course the same thing happens every time I go to Costco, and I'm sure it's the experience for everybody there. But when people are in a grocery store, at least in Canada, everyone kind of stays to the right-hand side when they go down an aisle, right? You're on the right-hand side. In Costco, it's like people enter Costco and go, I don't know which way to walk. Like, I don't know what's happening to you. You all turn into zombies that have no sense of direction or common courtesy. And, Americans are like, oh, Canadians are so polite. Yeah, come to a Canadian Costco and see how polite Canadians are. So my experience last night is there were two women, looked like a mother and an older daughter. And I was coming out of an aisle and I needed to turn left. And they were coming from my right down the straightaway. And so they made no indication of what they were doing. And they were like chatting and just kind of lollygagging, like, I'm like, back in the army, when I was in the army, the drill sergeants would say, move with a purpose. You know what that purpose was? You're going to do push-ups if you don't hurry up. So that's, I don't know. That's the way I deal with it. I have a purpose. I'm there to shop. I'm not there to chat with my friend. Go for fucking coffee if you want to chat. So they were taking their time. So I finally just went out left and cut in front of them, but only because they were like slowed right down to almost nothing. So I didn't know if they were turning left, if they were turning right, if they were stopping to have, a conversation. So I just went left. And so when they came in, they turned left into my aisle. They muttered something under their breath about, rude and cutting them off. And then tried to stare me down. And I'm like, who are you staring down? So anyway, 2 aisles over, I see them again. And I'm like, hey, that was very passive aggressive of you to mutter some shit under your breath and then try to stare me down. I'm like, if you have something to say about the way I move my cart, then please do tell me, but don't mutter something and walk away. And she's like, well, you cut us off. And I said, I didn't cut you off. You were not moving. So I didn't know what you were doing. So I need to move because there's people behind me. So your ignorance doesn't get to dictate how the rest of us behave in Costco. Anyway, they were like, have a good day. I'm like, yeah, you have the day you deserve too. I mean, Jesus. Anyway, I looked up in Costco if there's actually been physical fights in Costco in Canada, and it came back with a bunch from the US, which I would expect. But there's actually been a couple in Canada, one at Mississauga and one in Richmond, BC. And it was over a parking spot, which is another thing. Like, why do people drive around like for 20 minutes to find the closest parking spot? I mean, I get the people that are not able to walk that far for sure, but not everybody needs to park close to Costco. It's just laziness. It's like, get out and walk. What the hell's wrong with you? Holding everybody else up because you want to get like a prime parking spot. Good Lord. Anywho, that was my experience at Costco last night. But I'm glad it's a long weekend and I don't have anywhere to go. And I hope wherever you are in the world, you are having a fabulous day and have a good weekend.